Welcome. Welcome to the Everything Podcast, Season 3, Episode 24, recorded on the 8th of January 2024, released on the 24th of January 2024. And in this episode will be a review of the 6th of December 2023 episode of Neighbours, as well as a cast announcement and a breakdown of a video. So without further ado, here is my review of the 6th of December 2023 review of, Neighbours review. The episode starts off with a previously recap, as well as the title sequence. Tony and Therese try to reassure Nell about Melanie. Nell tells them that she can't lose another mum. Nicolette gives a coffee to Jane. Carl reunites with Susan at the hospital. Wendy fills in Andrew about Melanie. Wendy blames herself for Melanie getting injured. Carl and Susan talk about a reunion, which Michelle and Summer are attending. Remy tells everyone that Melanie's out of surgery. Remy suggests that everyone goes home and has a good night's sleep. Carl and Susan talk about how much they have missed each other. Susan talks about returning to school for the protest. Byron checks in with both Jane and Nicolette. Byron tells Jane and Nicolette about his phone call with Reese. Mackenzie brings Hugo home. Toadie and Therese thank Mackenzie for looking after Hugo. Tony checks in with Hugo. Tony tries to reassure Therese about Melanie. Therese checks in with Tony. Chloe welcomes David and Aaron home. Nicolette is arrested by Andrew for organising the protest. Carl and Remy talk to Melanie. Therese returns to the school. Carl tells Melanie that she will have visitors. Melanie doesn't want Tony to visit her. Therese asks Tony about scrapping her retirement experience at the site of the school. Nell and Hugo are ready to visit Melanie. Wendy finds out that Nicolette has been arrested. Wendy wants to be arrested. Wendy gets her wish and is arrested. Tony, Nell and Hugo arrive at the hospital. Mackenzie joins them and goes into Melanie's room with Nell and Hugo. Mackenzie gives Melanie some flowers. Nell and Hugo give Melanie a toy pig. Nicolette returns home. Jane gets a letter from Mike. Tony talks to Andrew about Melanie. Andrew gives Tony some relationship advice. Tony uses Andrew's advice against him. Andrew and Wendy talk about Philippa. Therese believes her retirement experience is toxic. Nell and Hugo talk to Therese and Tony about Melanie's condition once she's discharged from hospital. Carl tells Susan about his adventure with Harold. Therese asks Carl and Susan for help with Melanie. That help includes Melanie moving in with them. The episode finishes off with a coming up trailer. My spoiler-free thoughts for this episode are that I loved how the community was with Melanie, and they all were surrounding Melanie, and I liked that Therese chose Nell and Hugo's opinion of Melanie over her own. Next up, we've got to talk about a behind the scenes video that's been released talking about the fall, which was in at the end of episode 45, where Melanie falls down the stairs. The director of the protest episode introduces themselves, Lucinda Cowden. Melanie explains the stunt. Filming is shown of the stunt, both including and not including Lucinda. Lucinda explains that she has a stunt double for sections of this stunt, and Lucinda introduces her stunt double. And I'm finishing off with a cast announcement, which is Haz's sister, and reads, "We're delighted to announce that Maria Thattel will be joining the cast next year in the guest role of Haz's big sister, but just why she turns up suddenly at Harold's is yet to be revealed." So that's it for this episode of the podcast. So let me know in the comments below if you watched the episode, the 6th of December 2023 episode of Neighbours. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments below. If you didn't, let me know what you thought of my review. You can do both those things in the comments below. Remember, you can also like and subscribe. And that's it for the Everything Podcast, Season 3, Episode 24. Goodbye.